My name's Matthew, and today we're going to walk around actually quite an unusual car. This is a 2017, on a 17 registration, Aston Martin V8 Vantage S Roadster. It's finished in Aston Martin Lagonda Special Order Ultramarine Black, which actually is a very deep dark blue. It's beautiful, and it's got the Obsidian black leather, all of the lovely cream truffle contrast stitching, and the cream truffle headlining to the convertible hood, and the Vantage S logos throughout. It really is a very special car, but critically, this car has covered just under 5,000 miles from new. So a 7-year-old Aston Martin that's covered under 5,000 miles with a full service history, half of the service history with Aston Martin main dealers, and half of the service history with a very well-respected and well-known Aston Martin specialist, having had a very recent service. So let's start talking about some of the features on this particular Vantage S. We've got Aston Martin's sort of iconic looks and this daytime running light, which featured on even the earliest Vantages, that runs on the inside of the front headlight unit. And being a Vantage S, some of the things that you could have, which this car has nicely had optioned, is the front carbon fibre splitter. It's really beautiful. It's a huge piece of carbon fibre that joins very neatly in the middle, and the weave meets together perfectly. We've got the dark stained black finished front grille as well, and the dark inserts to the headlights. So a really aggressive front end. We've also got the dark finished to the bonnet grilles as well. And as we move around the passenger side, you'll see the theme sort of continue. The 5-spoke sort of star-finished Aston Martin Vantage S wheels, they are finished beautifully, in my opinion, in this lovely sort of almost a gunmetal grey or metallic grey finish, and the matching coloured centre caps with the Aston Martin badge on the centre there. Dark black Aston Martin calipers, again branded down the centre of the caliper. We've got carbon fibre side strakes to those sort of wing sections of the car, and being a Vantage S, you get this huge extended lower section or lower valance down on the underside of the doors here, so you can't really miss a Vantage S when you compare it to a standard Vantage. And being the later car, it is the 4.7 version of that V8. Now go inside and have a look at that interior. So looking inside, the Obsidian black leather throughout. It's a smooth leather, but really nicely in this car. We've got that cream truffle contrast stitching, which even goes into the Vantage S bespoke stitching in the seats themselves. Piano black wood veneers throughout, piano black door handles throughout, and really nice touches with the Alcantara steering wheel and the Alcantara top of the dashboard. It is every bit as special today, in my opinion, as it was when this car was launched. It's a really, really cool place to sit inside one of these. And I do even like the fact that these sort of turrets behind the seats are finished in leather as well. It's a really nice touch from Aston Martin. And then as we come around the back of the car, some more really nice features about a Vantage S, but this one specifically. We've got the clear rear view lights, or the rear lights, I beg your pardon, the clear rear lights, the carbon fibre diffuser section, which is again a huge piece of carbon fibre that runs all around the exhaust surrounds, through that intake at the bottom, or exit air escape at the bottom, and all the way around the back here. A lovely sort of centre grille separating it, and the park distance control for the rear in there as well. This car is also fitted with a reverse camera, which is very neatly tucked away in that number plate plinth section. The boot section for a V8 Vantage, as you can imagine, it's a very short, aggressive sports car. You do still have a pretty big boot. You'll get 2 sort of big weekend bags in there, and you've got the wind deflector, the Aston Martin wind deflector fitted with this car, still, its original wind deflector still with it. Just shut the boot gently, and we'll come around the driver's side, and we'll jump in and have a look at some of the interior features themselves. So the only thing that I'm going to do now is run you through the door card and then across the interior. So like we said earlier, smooth obsidian leather everywhere. We've got this wonderful sweeping textured finish to the door with different layers of leather as well. So I love that detail, again with that cream truffle contrast stitching. Power folding mirrors, which in an Aston Martin work in a bit of a funny way. You have to push these 2 buttons at the same time to fold those mirrors. Also electrically adjustable and heated, and obviously electric windows for these 2 windows themselves. And then moving into the dashboard itself, Look how pretty this is. We've got just a mixture of luxury materials. Alcantara finished steering wheel, but with a leather center section. It is multifunction as well, so you've got your cruise control settings on the right, your Bluetooth and phone controls on the left, and the lovely gear shift paddles behind it. I do think it's nice that the gear shift paddles, I don't know if you can see, but the gear shift paddles don't actually move with the wheel, so a bit like a racing car, that they stay static on the steering column. And then what I need to do is bring this Aston Martin V8 into life. So I'll just switch her on and run you through some of the dials in front of me. That Alcantara finisher to the top of the rev counter and across that sort of sweeping section of the dashboard, as well as the A-pillars and this roof lining section. And again, look how neat these are, these beautiful little mirrors that fold down here, again, sweeping and matching the curve of the A-pillar and the roof line. I do also love that the rev dials are still sort of drilled out. They're one-piece aluminium that's drilled out as well in front of you. It's a really, really cool feature that was on the original V8 Vantage. And now moving into this center tunnel here, what you will see is this is the updated version of the satellite navigation. And if I sweep across, you'll see Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And in my opinion, that's the most important feature of this later generation V8 Vantage, because when you plug your phone in and you run it through one of those systems, it makes it very, very modern, very usable. If I pop the car in reverse, you'll see the reverse camera pop up there as well. And then I'll pop it back in neutral. All your drive modes across this dashboard, very Aston Martin of this generation. And these lovely little touch features to run you through that navigation and onboard computer system. Climate control is down here, adjusted with these lovely wheels. Again, what's really nice is the mixture of materials. These are not plastic, they're aluminium, they're cold to the touch, really feels high quality in here. And then I love the piano black. I think it's a lovely contrast to the rest of the car. Your heated seats run on a little control panel on the inside of the seats here, and you have memory function down here for the electrically adjustable seats too. A really cool cup holder section, so if you don't want that there, you can lift it out the way, turn it over and pop that back down again, and then you have a lovely little cubby hole, and then some storage in here behind the driver's seats as well, and in those sort of deep cut-out sections literally behind the seats, another little shelf and another little hook if you want to put your coat in there too. So the last thing I'm going to do is just ask the camera to move away so I can shut the door and run the roof for you, because being a Roadster, of course you want to see that roof working and operational. And this lovely Alcantara finish to the A-pillars in that cream truffle continues to the inside of the hood that you can probably see that is coming across the car now. And this car smells. I know you can't smell in a video, but this car just smells of Aston Martin. It smells of English leather and English materials. And I'll just very briefly summarize what really is a very special little car. This is a 2017 Vantage S Roadster with the all-important carbon fibre extra bits. It's covered just under 5,000 miles from new, with a full service history, only 3 owners from new, and finished in Aston Martin Lagonda Special Order Ultramarine Black. It really is a very, very nice example of one of these very cool V8 Vantages. My name is Matt. I hope this video has helped. Thanks for watching.